It's the Franklin Show, live from Franklin, with America's favorite adopted pup, Franklin Delano Roosevelt Lloyd Wright Sinatra Seltzer, and his friend and favorite Franklin dog adopter, Michael Seltzer. I'm your announcer, former big-time radio legend in my own mind, Dick Purton. And now, here's Franklin.
And thank you to my fabulous band and to this audience for being here, all of you standing outside in the rain and being so patient. You'll be rewarded. Everybody in the studio audience is going to get a paw print from Franklin just for being here. That's right, thank you, all of you. A paw print from Franklin, a collectible indeed. We have a great show for you once again. We are excited about it, and we will start the show right after this.
Yeah, I know, but just look at that. It's so sad.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Welcome back to the Franklin Show. An honor to have my next guest, Gerti, and you're going to have to help me with your last name.
Gerti Begaj.
That's the one.
Yes, sir.
Who is the managing partner of Ronan Capital and the soon-to-be Franklin Oyster Bar
and
Eatery, opening soon in a village near you. Gerti, thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
And
thank you for having us.
so let's talk about you and let's talk about this project. You signed on with Jay Farner. God bless you, Jay. I know you're out there watching this. And you're bringing this fabulous new restaurant to the village of Franklin. So let's talk about that.
We are, absolutely. As you said, my name is Gerti. I'm going to say it again just so that
Yeah, okay.
you know we're clear on that.
I'm not good with, yeah, okay.
No, absolutely. And we are opening the Franklin Oyster Bar and Eatery. Beautiful, beautiful space in a beautiful community. It's going to be a hit. I know that everybody cannot wait to see us open the doors, which is going to be on June 10th.
Yeah.
It is going to be very exciting and it's going to be amazing.
And I've seen glimpses.
Okay.
And it is a transformation, folks, that you won't believe. Now, we all loved the local charm of our Franklin Grill and the wonderful family, the Kokenspargers, who owned that for years. And then when they decided to retire, Jay and company stepped in and took over the property, and boy, oh boy, the images that I've seen are magnificent.
Absolutely. We're taking over a piece of history, if you want to call it that,
Yeah.
and we would like to become part of the history of the building and of the city and of the village of Franklin itself. We did make some changes, quite a lot of changes. The space itself is going to be divided into what I call 4 different areas. We're going to have 2 levels, which are going to be functional at both times. We're going to have the pavilion. We're going to have the patio area as well.
Wow.
And Polly's.
So that's another aspect of this that we can talk about. Next door to the Franklin Oyster
Bar and Eatery.
I always want to say grill, and I know I got to stop doing that. Will be Polly's, which was the former Deja Vu. So
Yes.
talk about Polly's. What is that concept going
Absolutely. We're working on Polly's actually as we speak.
Yeah.
We're going to go check out some more espresso equipment
Yeah.
right after this meeting. Polly's is
to be? Anything's better than the crap coffee that I get here, but I'll be
We will
happy.
make sure we bring you some good coffee next time.
For
we're
every
around.
show. That's it's a deal.
Polly's is going to be a beautiful space that is going to serve some great coffee, some good pastries. We have a really good pastry chef, some salads, maybe some wine, maybe some charcuterie, maybe some cheese board, maybe some treats for Franklin.
I was waiting for that,
Yes,
and
sir.
so was he. So we need to consider that. But
Absolutely.
okay, that's a separate story.
You don't have to consider it. We're going to have the pastry chef
Beautiful.
make the actual treats for Franklin.
Fabulous. I love that. Okay, see, look what happens when you have your own TV show. This is wonderful. All right, so and any idea on the potential opening for Polly's?
We would like to say very soon.
Yeah.
I'm in the world of wine and food and
Yeah.
coffee, not in construction, so I cannot control that
I
all the
get it.
time.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think within the next couple months we'll have Polly's going.
Awesome. That's wonderful. All right, so let's talk about the cuisine at the new Franklin.
Of course.
What-
The name itself says a little bit about it. It's
Yeah.
an oyster bar and eatery. We're going to have freshest seafood, good amount of variety of oysters. However, we're still going to have the best burger in town. We're still going to have some great chicken, some really good steaks, and some really good cocktails.
And specials, or are you going to have? Are there going to be daily specials?
The whole restaurant is special.
Yeah, of
but
course.
yes, we will make sure that we do have specials,
Of course.
depending what you're in the mood for or what the guests
Yeah.
are in the mood for during
Right.
the season and during the period of time. We'll make sure to cater.
And the chef is.
Chef, his name is Nicholas Geftos, Nick Geftos.
Sounds very familiar. Do we know him from somewhere?
He's a very good chef,
Yeah.
and there's not many of them out there, so
Yeah.
probably the fact that he's a good chef,
Yeah.
that's why you've heard his name.
I recognize the name, and so the chef and you also have another restaurant
We
in
do.
downtown Detroit.
Yep.
Let's speak to that.
Oh, absolutely. Best is where everything kind of started for me,
Yeah.
and for us as a hospitality group. It is an Albanian word that translates into our guests before ourselves, which is the heart of the hospitality and the fact that we do things that way. It's all about the guests. It's all about the experience. It's all about taking care of the people that give us the pleasure in coming through our doors.
Right.
Part of that is going to be at the Franklin as well.
And how long ago did the downtown restaurant open?
That opened on October 20th, 2018.
Got it. So you've had a few years under your belt.
Absolutely.
There. That's awesome.
We took our time. We made sure that we knew what we were doing before we opened, or before we had the pleasure of taking over the Franklin.
Look, Franklin is a very special community, and we have been looking forward to this opening for quite a while. And I am very, very happy to hear that we're finally there.
Absolutely.
And so I think that you're going to have people lined up and interested in checking out the new facility. But I've seen glimpses of it, and it's just magnificent. I mean,
It
it's
is.
just. And so there's the upper level, the main level. There's a bar in both,
There is a bar in both, and it's going to be functional in both.
and it'll be available for rentals as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Private events. We did also create a beautiful small room that can accommodate up to 8 or 9 guests.
Mm-hmm.
It is my favorite part of the restaurant, that small little room.
And then the outdoor pavilion.
The outdoor pavilion. That would also be.
So are these like
open for-
separate, or is it all still part of the same restaurant? The
It is
outdoor
all still-
pavilion,
yeah.
just like it was in the past.
Yes, sir. It's
Yeah.
still part of the same exact restaurant.
And that outdoor pavilion, by the way, is just spectacular in
It
the
is.
summertime. So we were very fortunate to be able to have that built out. That happened during COVID. I mean, that was a really terrible time in the restaurant industry and in a lot of industries. And the owners came to us and said, we need some help, we need some relief. We were able to push that process through very quickly and get that outdoor pavilion built. And I'm sure you guys have done a fabulous job of renovating it and bringing it up to the level that I've seen in the images that have been shown. We'll have some of that on the screen here.
We have to
People
keep
will
up with the community. We have to make sure that
Yeah.
everything that we do is up to the community standards.
Well,
So
Jay Farner is a class act. I am very proud to say that I've come to know him. He's been a guest on the show, and we've given him our usual treatment, and he took it like a man and took it gracefully.
I had zero doubts about that.
But I'm very, very happy to have, because I have said, you know, Jay could take his investment and make it anywhere he wanted to. He chose Franklin Village for a reason. And so we are very pleased and honored to have him and to have you and to have that great new establishment opening soon in the village. And so
Appreciate that.
I'm very grateful, and I'm grateful for you coming
Pleasure's
here
all
today.
mine. Thank you.
And Franklin appreciates the fact that you're going to be able to provide him the kind of respect he deserves. I like to take him into restaurants.
We
And-
absolutely will make sure that we provide everyone the respect that they deserve, but obviously Franklin first.
Thank you so much. Gerti, so appreciative of your being here today.
I appreciate you having us.
What's that? What do you got there?
Well, I've seen that you really like these things. This is a crummer.
Well, I am a guy who likes to participate in the
put it over
restaurant
here so you
experience. I do have a crummer in my bag that I carry with,
You now have two.
and now I will have a spare at
course.
all times because I like to, I'm a neat guy. I like things neat and organized, and so when I pull this out in a restaurant, you would be shocked at the response I get from the servers.
I promise you at the Franklin, you will not need to use
I will not
that.
need this. That is, I'll take you up on that. I like that.
We will make sure that it's always clean, neat, and organized.
Thank you very much.
My
for
absolute
being
pleasure.
here.
Thank
All right,
you.
folks, we will be right back with more on The Franklin Show. Stay tuned.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, hello out there in Showland, and welcome back to The Franklin Show. I am delighted to be with this gentleman who I love and adore, Jeff Sakwa. Welcome to The Franklin Show.
Thank you.
And
An
thank
honor.
you.
You too,
So, Jeff, you are an amazing guy. I mean, you're beloved in this community, and you are charitable, and you're philanthropic, and thanks for dressing for the show. I mean,
course.
really, you couldn't, yeah.
Some leftover yarn was made for this ceremony. By the way,
yes.
if I die, do you mind doing my eulogy?
I've been asked to do many eulogies.
Okay.
If you'd like, I'll record it.
Okay.
Because my schedule.
Okay.
So all right. So we'll talk about that after the show.
Okay.
But in the meantime, there's a million things we could talk about.
Yeah.
But let's start out with your campaign against bullying, Defeat the Label, which, by the way, I got to tell you, is a confusing
It is.
name. Because I think of record labels.
Yeah.
And when I first heard about Defeat the Label, I thought it was anti-music, which I'm a music guy. So, but anyway, Defeat the Label is about bullying.
Well, the good news is most people don't think like you.
Believe me, that is good news. So, when did this start? Where did it come from? And then we'll talk about the present.
So it started from the Friendship Circle in West Bloomfield, if you're familiar with them.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, let's tell the audience.
So the Friendship Circle is an organization in West Bloomfield started to assist families with autism. And a lot of times these
By
kids...
the way, I like cream in my coffee. Just for
a
the
lot of times, all these autistic children are bullied in school.
Yeah.
And really, all they want is a friend, and they don't judge anybody. The gift they give us, they don't judge anybody, while the rest of us are like,
Right.
not you and me,
Right.
or Franklin. But generally speaking, people just try to judge. So it's interesting, Defeat the Label. For instance, we had a guy named Andre Drummond who played for the Pistons, and he did a couple events for us because he was tall.
Yeah, I've been called names before. It's hard being tall. You know me as a basketball player. What if I wasn't? Would you talk to me? Would you make fun of me? Stare at me? Being the biggest kid in my class, I did not always fit in. 160,000 students miss school because they're bullied and afraid. That's 8 times the capacity at the Palace.
David West will drive it. Andre Drummond will reject it.
Our job is to protect the paint and block shots. Your job is to get rid of social labels and stick up for fellow classmates being bullied. Together we can defeat the label.
So he's in first grade, people thought he was way older than he is, and they made fun of him. Even the big guys got made fun of. So it's epidemic today because, on Facebook and the internet, it's 24/7.
Social media is the worst for
Yeah.
that, right? We've all heard terrible stories about
Yeah.
kids who just got bullied to the point of terrible tragedies.
Yeah, well, the suicides are way up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so a friend of mine and my partner's named Kevin Goldman, we decided to take it on. We met with school administrators. The biggest problem in schools are money, drugs, and now this. This is devastating.
Sounds like my problems too.
Yeah, 150,000 kids don't go to school each day because they're afraid. That's bigger, 1.5 the size of Michigan football stadium. It's nuts, you know.
Yeah.
So we're
All right, so that started how many years ago?
12 or 14, I don't know, I can't count.
And you've raised millions of dollars.
I've not raised millions of dollars until we get this check after the show from you.
Oh,
of course,
okay.
yeah.
Well, yeah. All right, we'll talk about that after the show.
Okay.
I'm going to turn over my royalties for this show, ladies and gentlemen. So, and we should do a matching thing, you know? For any of you who have cable shows like mine, match my royalties and make a contribution to
from the king himself.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so bullying is no joke, and your upcoming event is in June, and so
June
talk
27th.
about that.
We, you know, all these charities do a fundraiser every year. Let's face it, most of them are like the rubber chicken, kind of boring kind of thing. And I assume everybody's like you and me, they have ADD. In fact, probably some of your listeners have probably already turned off the show. But
well, the way this interview is going, why would do you blame them?
Not at all. So we decided to have a fun event and make people laugh, because that's what we need today.
Yes.
We need a big dose of laughter.
Right.
So we decided to do a comedian every year, and a legitimate comedian. So through time, we've grown it to, at the Motor City Casino now, they're kind enough to help us out every year, and we bring in a major comedian every year.
And I've been to those events, and they are fantastic events. They are entertaining. And one year you had J.B. Smoove.
We had J.B. Smoove, we had Kevin
who
Neely.
was Leon Black on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Colin Jost, head writer, and does the news on Saturday Night Live, but more importantly, also known as?
I don't know.
His wife. Who's his wife?
Somebody that I should know and don't remember at this moment.
She's in a movie called Jurassic Park right now, number 25, whatever they're on,
You're going to say her name?
I just had a senior moment.
So James, our phenomenal editor, will put it up on the screen.
Scarlett Johansson.
That's who it was.
Ding, 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 ding.
Like I didn't know that. Come on, we're just pulling
Come
each
on,
other's
Franklin,
legs.
you're supposed to come up with that stuff. Come on.
Scarlett Johansson, that's right. I did know that, but who cares? So anyway, but upcoming you have Jay Farrow from Saturday Night Live.
Who does over 300 impressions.
Does he really?
300. And we're only paying for 5.
And so this is coming up in June.
June 27th, 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And we're beyond excited. It sells out every year, so hurry up and buy tickets, defeatdelabel.com. I'm sure that's on the screen as well.
It will be.
Yeah. And I have a gentleman I'm giving an honor to this year who was the second pick in the NBA draft.
Oh.
Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
You and your basketball buddies, all basketball
Here's what
buddies.
Michael Kidd Gilchrist has done.
I dribble, but I don't
I understand.
play. So.
Not as good as your co-host here.
He doesn't dribble at all.
Yeah.
Don't even.
So Michael Kidd Gilchrist, second pick in the NBA draft.
Yeah.
And he stutters. And he got a lot of help along the way to, he could, to speak better, and all the interviews and training he had. So he's made it his mission to go to various states and get legislation passed, working out in Michigan, to get insurance companies to pay for children that have speech impediments in the public schools. So we're in the middle of it in the state of Michigan. 1% of kids suffer from this, but there's no reason why we can't help these kids have productive lives just because they have a speech impediment. So,
right.
And he's amazing. You guys will hear him on that day. I've never met him, by the way. I've talked to him on the phone. He calls me Uncle Jeff. I love it. I feel like I got to get him.
Well, you know what? You're an endearing character, and truly, I mean, people know you and love you, and
God,
I appreciate. And
I have my enemies. Trust me.
We all have those.
Well earned, I must say. But you know what?
But we're well guarded by our.
Yes, but the people who don't like me, I'm proud of it because I don't want them to like me. I wear it like a badge.
Yeah, I'm trying to discard friends and doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, you're amazing.
You have no idea. All I have to do is go on social media and say anything, and it's like, oh, what are you talking about? Yeah. But the love of my life is really Frank and doing this show. I really enjoy this. It's a lot of fun.
You are.
Thank you.
And you finally got a place to wear the glasses.
But I also enjoy bringing people like you
Thanks.
who do nice, philanthropic, wonderful things for the community.
Yeah.
And this is one of those things. And,
Yeah.
I think it's a...
I love, there's so many good causes out there, there really are.
Yeah, right.
And everybody needs a little boost, so I'm not going to knock anyone else's cause.
No,
but,
I mean, we all get pushed and pulled. And
and then at the end of the year, I do my taxes, go, whoo, I gave away too much money.
All right, so aside from this,
Yeah.
is there anything else in a limited amount of time we have left that you care to share?
How much limited time? do you
We
have?
got a couple minutes.
Okay.
I mean, is there a story you want to tell about anything? Oh, you met Don Rickles once.
Yes.
Yes, and Don Rickles is my hero, and I think a lot of what I do on this show is very Rickles-esque.
Okay.
Right. So,
So
talk about that.
1988 NBA Finals, fortunate enough to go to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
But we lost that year, unfortunately, but we came back the next 2 years and won. I had a diagram, there was a magazine had a diagram of all the celebrity sets. So I went out there with a very good friend of mine, and we knew where everybody sat, so I found Don Rickles, and I said, Don, how about an insult? And he said, how about get the away from me? And I didn't know if he was kidding, he was serious, and I walked away. And by far the nicest celebrity that was there was Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
We bonded.
Really?
And haven't talked to him since.
He's a lonely guy, you
Yeah,
know. I mean, let's
yeah.
face it. Billy Crystal's got nobody.
Yeah,
I've
nobody.
met Billy Crystal before. We're actually at the Washington Monument.
Really?
My wife and my little kids, they were little at the time, we were at the Washington Monument, and there's Billy Crystal. And I probably said the same stupid thing that everybody says.
What'd
You
you say?
look marvelous, you know.
Oh, yeah, you
It's like
probably-
when I met Telly Savalas.
Uh-huh.
I swear to God, we're walking through a casino in Paradise Island, and there's Telly Savalas wearing clogs, sitting at a table. And I go, in Michigan, we love you, baby. I mean, could I be any stupider? I mean,
You're Michael Seltzer.
I know, but this is years ago. But I love people like that, and I'm a guy who, I'm not shy. I'll go up and talk to anybody. And usually
I didn't know that about you.
usually it's good, but sometimes not so good. But anyway.
You know what?
Anyway,
well, people are people, and it comes with the territory.
And people who need people are the loneliest people in the world.
you know.
All right. Thank you, Jeff Sakwa,
Thank
for
you.
being here on the Franklin Show. I
Franklin,
truly
a
admire and
pleasure.
respect you, and you'll be able to, and you'll hear about this Defeat the
If
Label.
you read my name in the obituary, this guy will be doing the eulogy.
I'm going to do it right after the show.
Okay.
All right. Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Jeff. Appreciate
Maybe
you.
we
being-
should pre-write it.
It's already on the top of my head, man.
All right.
I'll
I'll be careful. Wouldn't it be ironic if I got hit by a car on the way back?
That would be really ironic, and
And
we
you
can
know
make
what?
that
June
happen,
27th,
folks.
the show would go on.
The show would go on.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, we'll be right back. Thanks for watching.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Yes, sir, and welcome back, everybody. Thank you all, and thank you, my guest, Charlie Haviland, and more importantly, Max Haviland, because it's the Franklin Show, and we need more puppies on the show. And Charlie is a dear friend and a Franklin villager, and philanthropic, and just a wonderful human being, and we've known each other for many years. And I wanted to come on and have you on the show and talk about whatever's on your mind, because you're just an amazing and unique character. You've had some crazy, great experiences, but what's on your mind?
Thank you, Michael. Well, Max is here because he hasn't seen Franklin in a while.
Yeah.
This Franklin's a pretty good sleeper, it looks like.
Well, he gets bored with what I have to say, and so he nods off.
You know, in my, I'm 67 years old. In my later life, I found myself volunteering, and you know a little bit about volunteering, Michael.
I do.
With 501c3s, and I started describing myself as a philanthropist, even though I have no money.
Well, it's not always about money. It's about giving of yourself and your time. and you do that.
Sure. And well, I'm kind of joking that when I hear the word philanthropy,
Yeah.
you know, I'm a writer. I think of, you know, Rockefeller and more locally Dan Gilbert and the like. We're very lucky here in Michigan. I'm a New Yorker, and I moved to Franklin 15 years ago, and as we spoke before, I wanted to put out 4 shout outs to some folks, and one of them is Vivian and her husband Dan Carmody. We lost Vivian to a really tragic car accident when they were walking in their Lafayette Park house from their home. And
Vivian Carmody was the original Main Street director in the village of Franklin, and just a wonderful, blessed human being, and tragically passed away in just a freak accident a couple years ago. And so, yes.
And her husband Dan, if anybody is ever at the Eastern Market and you're saying to yourself, "Wow," you got to say thank you, Dan Carmody, because he built that.
And he just recently retired.
And he retired from But it was Vivian who recruited me as a volunteer for Main Street Franklin.
Yeah.
And I've been volunteering all my life, but not to the extent at which happened over the last 15 years. And if you're in Franklin Village and you're going, "Wow, we have Vivian to thank," and we surely miss her. But
just for comparison, you've been volunteering for half the time that I have been volunteering in the village of Franklin, because I've been there 30 years. But we're focusing on you now, not me.
Well, that's fair, and I was afraid that this might turn into some kind of mutual gab fest, because we are friends.
Well, yeah.
I've been to your house. You haven't been to mine yet, but
did you
there's still
ever
time.
invite me, or
there's still time.
Shall I just pop in? I don't do the pop in.
I don't do the drop in. Do you do the drop in?
I don't do a drop in.
You've invited me to do the drop in.
Well, you can, because
and I have,
and many have.
Yeah.
And that needs to stop, folks. Stop coming to my house. Go ahead.
No,
right.
we're
so a tribute to Vivian. Who else?
Well, so about 10 years ago, I got a call that, "Hey, Charlie, would you be interested in?" No, Charlie, will you host the Franklin Labor Day Parade, the Franklin Labor Day Roundup?
Thank you, Franklin Bingham Fire Department. Yeah, you can applaud. '24 is the 200th birthday of Franklin Village.
That's where I met the fantastic people all in this space, Carrie, Steve,
yes.
And because they televised the parade.
parade, yeah.
Max is also an entry the last 5 years, the great Warren Robinson, who's been doing it as long as you have.
Right.
And Warren, he organizes the parade every year. He even puts on the last act called the Franklin Bobsled Team,
Yes,
which is a political thing, and we won't go there today. But Max and I met the wonderful team here at the Bloomfield Community Television.
Now, when you say wonderful team, you're talking about Carrie Lazat, my executive producer, who rarely shows up here, and Steve Rhoda, he's somewhere around here and criticizes everything that I do. And this is the worst coffee I've ever had, but he made it fresh. James Drum, on the other hand, the editor, phenomenal. But anyway, I digress.
Well, it got me thinking. We were talking about your coffee before we came on the air, and I'm wondering, do you have somebody run coffee for you, Michael?
No, I don't have anybody to do anything. I do it all myself, including booking my guests, but that's what I do. It's all about giving back to my community and to the world. Anyway,
how do you manage your store when your store needs to go potty?
Well, he lets me know, and I take care of business.
Really?
But this guy will sit here for hours, and he truly finds me fascinating, which is why I'm so enamored with him. Because my kids don't find me fascinating, and my wife certainly doesn't. After 48 years, 2 of the happiest years of my life. 48 years, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and everybody says Lori is a saint. Well, she definitely, yes.
Did you invite your guidance counselors to the wedding?
I didn't. That's a good one. All right, anyway, so what else? You got...
What's the question?
On your mind. No, well, let's talk about you.
Okay.
You do all these wonderful things. You take Max and you make the rounds with Max, and it's a therapy thing, and it's a nice...
It is. Don't be fooled by the generic vest. And I want to tell you, so my partner Linda rescued Max 14 and a half, Max is 15. He just had surgery. Look at him, doesn't he look great?
So handsome.
And
so handsome.
About 10 years ago, my business partner said, why don't you make Max, and at that time we had Sam, therapy dogs. And we said, can you teach an old dog new tricks? Yeah. So we went through 14 weeks of rigorous training. We're trained, certified, and insured.
Yeah.
And we have a regular gig at some substance use disorder clinics.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I work in the field as well, but I walk in with a cute little dog. I don't have to do any of this to help other people feel better.
Nothing better.
Also, Max was, so I was standing on Telegraph one day in November 2019. I see the Franklin police going 70 miles an hour, and I'm wondering what could that be? And as it turned out, it was the Oxford shooting. Oh. And Max was at the Meyer next to the high school the very next day. And that was a regular gig for us until the sheriff's department had their own, they have their own therapy dogs now. But
well, I can tell you this, every now and again I go visit somebody in the hospital, and I'll take Franklin with me. And when you walk down the halls of a hospital with a puppy, everybody wants you to bring the puppy into people's rooms, because it just brings such a warmth and a smile to everybody, and that's a wonderful thing.
It changed, yeah, they change everything.
Absolutely.
And is it different in hospital? Because I haven't been in a hospital in a while. I'm also a Reiki master, and even Beaumont is practicing, you know, Reiki as a regular therapy. But I haven't been in a hospital in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, can you just walk in a hospital with your dog?
Well,
and
I have.
Of course you have.
I don't know if there's a rule against it. I
Yeah.
don't. No one's ever stopped me. I mean, so I whenever I go visit somebody who's not well, I bring Franklin along, and it seems to be well received.
Let me turn the tables on you, Michael.
Yeah.
Are you a rule breaker?
Come on, you know the answer to that. I'm a professional muckraker, is what I am.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I do. I am just I try to give of myself, even if you don't want it. And that's what I do. I mean, there are people that don't want to be interviewed on this show, and I say, I don't care what you want. I care what I want, and I want to interview you on the show. And so I got you, and I'm just happy that I have you on the show, because you're a wonderful person.
Thank you.
And you do wonderful things, and you have been a person who has volunteered for many things in our community and well beyond. And I know you're helpful to people who have substance abuse issues. And I respect that tremendously.
Yeah. When we pull back the curtain on substance abuse, I can't imagine. I've never been a first responder. You know what those guys see,
yeah.
And I get to see a little of it before those guys show up.
Right.
So the other shout out I wanted to give is to, I didn't mention this to you before we went on the air. I'm working with 2 films, and I needed to get. I used to be a journalist. I needed a media credential, a freelance media credential, and in order to get it, I needed 3 recent bylines. Okay, my last byline was done with an IBM Selectric in Boulder, Colorado in 1979.
Right.
So I reached out to my friend Crystal Proxmire at the Oakland County Times. Do you know Crystal?
Oh, sure.
Boy, she is she's, talk about amazing people.
Yeah.
I mean, she is doing for journalism what we should all be doing for, putting the truth out there and keeping she's a real gumshoe. And so I called Crystal and I said, I need 3 bylines. Could you get me some work? And the first thing she did was send me to see, our village administrator when I did the profile.
Meg Schubert.
For Meg.
Who's been a guest on this show.
And I've seen Meg on this show.
Yeah.
And she's taller in person.
She's tall, and she's wonderful, and she's spectacular, and I'm glad that worked out for you.
But I wanted to give a shout out to the Oakland County Times because
Crystal.
She's on Crystal Proxmire.
Crystal's, she's, I got to give her a lot of credit.
Has she
for
been
what
in this seat?
She has not, but that soon could change. So if you're watching, there's a seat here for you. All right, we got to wrap this up, and I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you and Max. And Franklin does very much appreciate you and Max and being in our community and all the good things you've done, being our MC all these years. Yeah. And I love that. The MC of our Franklin Village Roundup, Labor Day Roundup every year. And thanks to you for everything that you do.
You're welcome. There are times when I can't resist Michael that when I was emceeing the parade, I stopped the parade because it was his birthday.
Yes, well,
And
I've told so many people over the years that that parade is all about my birthday, and that Labor Day is
even
just
when it's not.
Yeah, well, you know,
and that's 8,000 people. Not everybody can say they've had 8,000 people sing Happy Birthday.
I can.
Well, it's good to see you. I love you back, brother.
Good to see you, Charlie. Thank you.
See you, Franklin. Love you too. Hey, your eyes are open.
How about that for a change? Thanks,
All right.
Max.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Folks, we'll be right back after these words. Thank you. Thank you all. God bless you all.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
And I am so grateful to this wonderful studio audience, to my band, to my announcer, to the great cast of characters that work so hard behind the scenes making this show a reality every week. We look forward to seeing you again next week right here on The Franklin Show. Good night, everybody.